Welcome. Things do not always go to plan. That is life. Sometimes the best intentions do not result in the greatest outcomes. For Eagles fans, that is what we experienced or saw our team experience over a 3-week period. Against the Las Vegas Raiders, our collective luck has changed and it seemed like everything that could have gone right went exactly how it was planned to go. Finally, we were able to watch a game where there was little to no stress. That seems to happen when we play our former quarterbacks. Now, we cannot lose perspective. The Las Vegas Raiders are having a down season. They only have 2 wins all year, one being an early win over the New England Patriots. But the 2025 season has not really been kind to the Silver and Black. Our former head coach in Chip Kelly was their offensive coordinator, but they parted ways with him a few weeks back, less than a season where he won a national championship as an offensive coordinator for the Ohio State Buckeyes. While it does feel good to finally get the losing streak to its end, we still have to be measured in our emotional response. Was it a fluke or a result of a turnaround? We will soon see. But the win was key in order as it created the scenario where our next win clinches the NFC East, ending the drought of back-to-back division champions. We have 2 games against the injury-depleted Washington Commanders and a matchup against the Buffalo Bills, who need every win to have any hope of clinching their division. It is looking bleaker for them, despite a big win for them this week, but you never know in this league. Jalen Hurts rebounded from his worst game as a starting quarterback to another gem. He was decisive and strategic. There was no hesitation when he threw to a receiver that he identified as the proper target. When he found opportunities to run, he picked his spot and gained important yards. The Eagles as a whole got back to complementary football and their fundamentals were back in play. The defense held the Raiders to less yards than backup Tanner McKee had in cleanup duty in the fourth quarter. The Eagles hopefully have found a foundation to claim another division crown and head into the playoffs with some momentum. This season was nowhere like last season for the most part, but to end the drought of back-to-back division champions in a season following a Super Bowl win, where every team is giving you their best effort, is impressive. Overall, this football season has been one where teams were not that far off from each other for the most part. The top teams are closer to each other, where it would not surprise you if either top seed loses in their first game in the playoffs. There is not an insurmountable gap like in years past, where teams like the Chiefs were destined to make a Super Bowl appearance, or teams like the Eagles or 49ers were a clear favorite against the field. So, this year's playoffs will provide exciting games. And it will bring change as well. The Kansas City Chiefs will officially be a spectator this year, and unfortunately, their main focus will be the health of their starting quarterback and future Hall of Famer in Patrick Mahomes, who suffered a season-ending injury, wishing him a speedy recovery. Also, there is going to be another season without a playoff appearance for Joe Burrow and the Bengals. Lamar Jackson may be a spectator as well. The Baltimore Ravens are currently on the outside looking in, and it is looking less likely that they will make the premonition of a run to the division title a reality. I am very appreciative of the Minnesota Vikings who essentially ended the season for the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys will officially be eliminated when the Eagles win their next game, but with all that offensive talent, the Cowboys will miss the playoffs. The most amusing part of that loss was the fact that Doc spoke about winning the game. J.J. McCarthy literally handed the Cowboys defense the ball, the Cowboys executed a successful fake field goal, and still lost the game, given every chance to run away with this one. The Patriots had a chance to clinch a playoff spot and really end the Bills' chances of winning the East with a 3-touchdown early lead. Like my Eagles a few weeks ago in Dallas, they surrendered the lead and lost the game. Josh Allen is playing great when it matters most. The Broncos had a major statement win against the Green Bay Packers, who were road favorites against Denver, who won 9 or 10 straight heading into the game. The Packers got out in front and then allowed the Broncos to run away. The Packers lost Micah Parsons to a season-ending injury. How many of us looked at the Houston Texans when they were no wins and 3 losses to start the season and felt they were done? They turned their season completely around, and are one of the best, if not the best, defenses in the league. The Indianapolis Colts were rolling early in the season, looking like they were going to be the clear-cut favorite for the top seed. Now, they look like they will miss the playoffs once again. 44-year-old Philip Rivers started against the Seahawks and almost won the game. The NFL is so hard to predict who will win each week. There is just too much parity. But we will try anyway. The Los Angeles Rams will travel to Seattle to take on the Seahawks. Both teams are tied atop the NFC West at 11-3. The Rams are viewed as the league's most complete team, and that may be a fair assessment. But the Seahawks have shown that they are dangerous as well. The Rams won the first clash, and I am sure the Seahawks want to even the score and take control of the division. At home in front of their loud crowd. And Sam Darnold can change the narrative by finally winning a big game. And I think he will. Seahawks over the Rams. Tampa Bay gave away an important game last Thursday night, a loss that infuriated their head coach and many veterans. Luckily, the Carolina Panthers gave away a lead against the lowly Saints to remain tied for division lead. Now they play for all the marbles. The Panthers have beaten the Rams, the Packers, the Cowboys, and shut out the Falcons this season to end their streak of being a perennial bottom for the South. But the 500 Panthers need to take advantage of the slumping Bucs. The Bucs will bounce back this week. The AFC leading Denver Broncos host the South-leading Jacksonville Jaguars in a key matchup late in the season. The Broncos are rolling and so are the Jags, so this could be one of the best games this weekend. Trevor Lawrence is finally looking like the quarterback everyone thought he would be. The Broncos are taking on all comers and beating them at home, on the road, with a lead, or overcoming a late deficit. I have a hard time trusting the Jags because they still have the ability to disappoint following a moment of success. I will take the Broncos. The Steelers are rolling over the past 2 weekends with a win over division rivals in Baltimore and then completely obliterating the Miami Dolphins, tossing them out of playoff contention. The Lions need this game more than the Steelers, but they have not been reliable, despite all their offensive talent. In this game, I think the Steelers may once again have some trouble against a high-power offense, if they do not have TJ Watt back. I think the Lions with Jahmyr Gibbs may be too much to handle for the Steelers. I will pick the Lions. An intriguing game for me this weekend is the New England Patriots taking on the Baltimore Ravens to officially punch their ticket to the playoffs. The Patriots are poised to win their division and are currently in the second spot in the conference, but the Ravens still have that loaded roster despite being currently out of the playoffs. Lamar Jackson does not look like he is fully healed yet. Watching the game last week against the Bengals, he did not move like the old Lamar Jackson, but Baltimore dominated their division rival. Jackson will need to be more of his old self to a degree to probably win this game against a well-coached young Patriots team. The Patriots team blew their chance last week, but I think they will not let another opportunity slip away. I will pick the Patriots to win this matchup. A big thank you to all of you in the audience. Your viewership is appreciated and valued. Please like and subscribe to experience new content, or experience the Christopher Peter Review by visiting www.crcreview.com. Thank you once again. Until next time.